Good morning, my name is Chandra. It is early and we are going to make cranberry walnut zucchini muffins. Gluten-free and dairy-free, of course, but this would be easy to make back into gluten and dairy containing if you just like the idea of these other ingredients. Every now and then I get up early enough on a weekend that I have a good bit of time, and sometimes it's nice to bake. And I did forget to run the dishwasher the night before this, so you might hear that running in the background, which I really think is a soothing sound because it's the sound of somebody else washing the dishes. My machine is working for me. So I'm enjoying myself on this morning making these muffins. I want this to be simple and not use too many bowls, so I'm just making a well in the middle of my dry ingredients, and I'll add all my wet ingredients plus my sugar into that well and try and kind of combine that before I start bringing in the flour and other dry ingredients from the sides of the bowl. I do want to mention that my gluten-free flour does not have xanthan gum because I mix it up myself, and I do not add any sort of gum to muffins, and they are just fine without it. Sometimes gums can be difficult for some people to digest, and I do have one child that does not feel good if she eats gums. So I leave that out, and it has no effect on the quality of the muffins at all. Children are so amazing that way, in that she just doesn't like stuff that has xanthan or guar gum in it. In general, she won't like that kind of bread or the muffin, and her body is just telling her so clearly, and I think a lot of times we lose that as adults, but it's pretty neat, and I do have to remind myself again and again to pay attention to when they don't like something, because sometimes it's more than a taste bud thing. It's their body speaking to them in the way it knows how. My batter is brown because I used coconut sugar. Yours would be much lighter if you use regular cane sugar. I'm going to start out by weighing the zucchini and trying to follow the recipe, but there wasn't that much left, so I just go ahead and dump it all in. This zucchini has been frozen, so there is liquid, but I like to add that liquid in, and if I need to compensate with more flour, which I did, and my recipe below will reflect that, I just do that because I like all those liquid nutrients that have come out of zucchini, and I also don't like to bother with straining. So I'll make note of what I added because I had quite wet zucchini, and then if you're using a dry, if you like to squeeze out your zucchini, you could go with the original recipe, which would have less flour. Same deal with the cranberries here. Mine were frozen, so they're quite wet, and I'm okay with that. I'm also going to just add all of it because there's not that much left. These cranberries they were fresh, and I used them to make a tea as part of a traditional Chinese medicine protocol I was following for a little while. And I did freeze the leftover cranberry because although a lot of the nutrition was pulled out of them, there's still tons of flavor. So I'm using those in these muffins.